Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, March 11th, 2018. Oh, over there are still some angry guys, and there's even an Enderman who is apparently carrying a block of dirt. Yeah, I know them. I know my Enderman. They are all the time greedy. They all the time like to change my landscape, and that's not fair. That's not fair at all. But on the other hand, hi. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, my friend. On the other hand, they make things a little bit more interesting because changing landscape is really cool and is a neat feature. It's really a neat feature. So yeah, Endermen are welcome unless they start to change the park or anything around my home area. This is not good. This is not good at all. But changing other parts of the landscape, that's fine. That's completely fine by me. Alright, we found yet another jungle. Okay, that's nice, of course. I like jungles, but in this case I really like to find a Mesa biome because I like to obtain a lot of rails for my future rail system, and I'm traveling all the time to the east in the hope that I can find a Mesa biome, and so far I wasn't successful, so that's a little bit concerning. All right, let's get out of the boat and break the boat and grab the boat. So yeah, Sunday March 11th. We missed Wednesday. We missed the Wednesday episode because I was away. I was a week away. I visited my parents. I had some nice vacation. Well, it depends a little bit how you define nice vacation, because it was full of work. And yeah, so I am now back home, and today I'm leaving again because tomorrow starts this retreat scenario where the entire research group gathers in the Southern Alps in Italy, in northern Italy. And yeah, we want to work on our research and teaching and whatnot. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. Instead of seeing my colleagues during daytime, now I see them for an entire week. So yeah, we will see what comes out of this. And so for me, it's basically just a quick stopover here at my apartment, coming back home from my parents, unpacking all the bags, and then filling them again with some other stuff, with some new clothes, with some fresh clothes, with some hiking gear I hopefully will need in order to explore a little bit the Alps, because we are doing this to do some work basically, but I'm more looking forward to the fact that, hey, I am in the Alps, I'm in the mountains, so there I can go hiking, right? And that's probably the most interesting thing for me. But yeah, we will see. So the vacation was nice. I left last Saturday, and at first I made a quick stop at my grandparents because I haven't seen them in quite some time. So it was nice to visit them again. But yeah, it's all the time sad, and well, not really sad, but yeah, all the time I see them, I notice that, okay, my grandpa really is getting old, and this makes me sad. Not the fact that he's getting old. I mean, that's completely fine. That's a natural process, and we all have to go through this. But since he showed me so many things, how you can craft things, how you can build things, how you can do stuff, how you can mix concrete and then use this concrete, or how you can pour this concrete and make sure that it's flat. Or so yeah, he told me so many nice things, and he basically built his house with his very own hands. So that's super awesome. And now I see my grandpa, and yeah, he's now most of the time just sitting around, and this really makes me sad, because I know that he that he can do so many things. And so yeah, it was nice to see them again. I really enjoyed it, and they were happy as well. So that's good. So the stay there was very positive. But on the other hand, yeah, it's for me, it's all the time also a little bit a tough time, because wow, so many wolf packs. That's interesting. Yeah, for me it's also a little bit a sad time. And yeah, so well, that's what it is. So you can't really change it. An interesting thing was that that day in the morning I was writing to a friend, and she said to me, okay, she, by the way, had also the week off, the same week as I had the week off. So yeah, she then informed me, okay, one thing she's going to do is to create a PayPal account for her mom. And I said, okay, this sounds like interesting fun. And I think she afterwards cursed me or so, because after I got to my grandparents, they said, okay, we need PayPal. Can you please create us an account? This was interesting. This was very interesting. Oh dear. But yeah, so this was a Saturday. Sunday, I continued on to my parents, and they stayed until Saturday morning, so nearly a week, and it was nice. It was really, really nice. We did a quick excursion on Sunday, the day I arrived, right after I arrived, so this was nice. And another one on a Tuesday. The Tuesday one was really cool, was really relaxing, and this really felt like vacation, and this really helped me a little bit to relax. But some more alpacas. Unfortunately, as I had to, or as I still have to, write a lot of papers and get things prepared, I was most of the time just writing a paper and reading emails, answering some emails. Some other emails I have just ignored, because yeah, I was on a vacation. So yeah, this is what has happened most of the time during my vacation. So, but on the other hand, it was really nice to just focus on paper writing instead of being disturbed by colleagues or so, and having a different view from the desk, and even being visited by a cat. This was also nice. Cat was sleeping right next to me while I was writing, so this was quite relaxing. This was really a cozy time. Also, I was able to listen to some music, which is also nice. I mean, of course, I can also listen to music at work, but then I have to use my headphones, and that's not the same thing as listening to music coming out of the speakers or so. So ooh, we do have a very, very nice mountain over there. That's cool. The thing looks really massive. That's some foreshadowing for my for the trip into the Alps. So that's cool. And yeah, this basically was my holiday. So a lot of delicious food, which is nice, and some trips, some day trips, which were also nice. And yeah, some time to write paper and to spend quality time with my parents. So all in all, it was a nice vacation, but I wish I would have had a little bit more time to relax, to calm down, especially when I think about the week ahead of me with this crazy retreat scenario. I mean, this will be quite stressful, I guess. As you know, I'm sure I enjoy to spend some evenings with friends and colleagues and drink a glass of wine or two, but I also from time to time need some time for myself, so where I can just be alone and relax and go on a hike. Or so I hope I can do this while we are staying there. But yeah, being surrounded all the time by colleagues is maybe a bit too much for me. We will see. We will see how everything pans out. And yeah, this is what happened so far. I really like to get to the top of this mountain. I think we have a very, very amazing view from up there when we can reach the summit. This would be pretty cool. Maybe we can even spot a Mesa biome. This would be awesome. And oh yes, I completely forgot to do the usual thing. I am on an expedition. I am on yet another expedition. This time I am searching for a Mesa. There's a witch hut, a Mesa biome where I can hopefully obtain some rails for a rail system, which would be super cool. And hey, why don't we sleep here on top of the mountain? I mean, this is really a cool thing, I guess. I think we can do this. We can sleep up here. The moon is rising. The sun is still there. Let's grab a fish. Yummy. All right, and now let's throw down the bed and good night. So the upcoming retreat, I don't have so many information about it. I mean, we got a plan. We got a plan with the schedule for the week, which has a lot of talks from PhD students like me, which on the one hand is a nice thing. I mean, yes, I get the point why that we have to present our work, but the problem is that I'm already that far in my PhD. I mean, currently my main goal is basically to write everything up, and then, okay, that's it. I will submit my thesis. So, and in this case, things haven't really changed since a year. And a year back, we had some... This format has changed, unfortunately, a little bit. We had a weekly research meeting where each PhD student was required to host basically one session, or to host 30 minutes of one session, and to present the current work. So I already presented my entire PhD situation to the entire research group. Then this January, my other chair, I'm also working for the chair of school pedagogy. We had also, well, they had a special research get together, and I thought, okay, I present my PhD there as well. So I presented the same stuff. And some years ago, we had a winter school where I also presented all of my stuff. So basically, apart from a few people, everyone already knows about my research, and I don't really have to tell them something new. And in this case, I haven't even started to prepare my talk, because I'm not quite sure what I will talk about. And this is bad, but the good thing is my talk is scheduled for Thursday early evening, which is also interesting. I mean, when we spend time outdoors and do stuff and whatnot, then I have a talk from 6 to 7 p.m. Then people might fall asleep, which is good on the other hand, because then hopefully no one notices that I have no idea what I'm talking, because I am making up this entire thing. So I don't know. This is a really thing I have to do. I somehow have to invent this presentation during the stay there, so this will be also an interesting challenge. But I think I can just extract a few things from previous talks and mix them together in the hope that I get a new talk or so which gets the job done. So yeah, then we also have some so-called breakout sessions where we can form some groups and work on a specific topic. This idea is pretty cool. This is really a thing I like, and where I think, okay, this really might be beneficial for everyone, because by doing something like this, new PhD students, young PhD students get in contact with those who are in the vortex for quite some time already, and yeah, I think this could really be quite productive and beneficial. So I really wished we would have focused more on those things instead of giving talks. I mean, 20-minute talk and up to 40 minutes discussion, that's nice, but we are 5 days there, and yeah, in this case it's, I don't know. I'm not really that into this entire schedule, but yeah, we will see. We will see how everything pans out. I hopefully will have some interesting time with. Why is there a zombie? I will hopefully have some interesting time with some and a creeper with some of my colleagues, which will be cool. And yoink. So I'm. Ooh, what was this? Why has this thing failed? It's not good. Ooh. This was scary. Okay, I think I shot this one here. Yoink. So yeah, and the schedule all the time or every day starts at 10 a.m. So my hope is that I can wake up early, and I don't know how this hotel thing. Yeah, I think it's a hotel where we will be staying is offering the breakfast or so. So my hope is that I can get up early and do some hiking, maybe grab some breakfast first or afterwards, and then start the day. But then I'm probably tired and I fall asleep while others are giving their talks. But well, as long as I can go hiking, I mean, that's okay for me, I guess. That's completely fine. So yes, and we also will have that's the interesting part. 3 hour long. I guess it was 3 hour long. I don't have the schedule here, so I don't know, but I think it was 3 hours. 3 hour long social event, which probably will be hiking, and I know my colleagues and I know myself, and I think it will be hilarious from my perspective. I think it will be very very hilarious from my perspective, because yeah, I mean, I'm fast. I'm super fast when it comes to hiking, when it comes to crossing rough terrain, and I'm used to it. Others not so much, and they are also not so much in shape like me. So yeah, we will see. We will see what will come out of this, and yeah, that's the next week. So in this case, there will be no Wednesday episode again. We miss the second Wednesday episode in a row, which is sad, but yeah, I can't do anything about it. I mean, I'm in the Alps. I have to complete this retreat scenario, this retreat situation, and so no chance for me to record the next Wednesday episode. But I think that's okay. I have plenty of things to talk about, I'm quite sure, once I'm back, and so far it's okay. I already talked about this in the last episode, that maybe taking some time off, relaxing a bit, scaling things back a bit, could be beneficial. Ooh, we found this nice forest. I like this forest environment. Unfortunately, I can't really grab some dirt because I'm encumbered. Yes, I'm super encumbered. But what do I wanted to say? Oh yes, scaling things back because this might increase, bring back my creativity again or so, which would be really nice. That I'm getting back into the groove of creating YouTube videos and Let's Plays and so on. And so that's okay. But speaking of getting back into the groove, you all know I play World of Warcraft. I still play it, and I was part of a raiding group, but for I don't know, quite some time. I'm quite sure it's already over a month or so by now. I haven't raided with them, and I haven't missed it anymore, or I haven't missed it at all. While I haven't had time to go raiding, and I haven't had also the motivation to do so, and so I noticed really, okay, I'm totally lacking motivation to do so, and so on last Thursday, I officially announced my break from the game. So this was really a tough step. I mean, I'm doing this for so many years. I'm part of... Ooh, there's another village. This village is well hidden. It's cool. I'm doing this now for so many years. I'm part of this particular raiding group for several years by now. And yeah, raiding was an integral part of my life. And now suddenly things have changed. And I mean, that's completely fine. This is super okay, because that's a normal thing. But for me, it was once again some kind of change or so, and the change where I thought, okay, this is more or less the end of an era or so. So interesting. This was very interesting, or not interesting, but sad and weird. Mostly weird, probably weird. So yeah. Speaking of changing, Matthew had a question about changing, or when the personality changes, and if I'm afraid of the fact that my personality is changing, and what basically am I thinking about it. I really like to discuss this question, but I think we have to postpone it to next episode, or even to the episode after next one, because next one will probably be about this retreat situation. And when I now look at the timer, then okay, we are getting towards the end of this episode. The moon is rising, stars are in the sky, so yeah, it's unfortunately about time. Oh, I think over there's a lava pool. It's unfortunately about time to end of this episode, and we still haven't found a Mesa biome. I'm quite sure when I travel back, because when I travel back, I don't like to go the same way back. I like to try to, well, find a different route. I like to walk one day in a different direction, and then see if I can maybe see some different terrain. But yeah, I'm quite sure once I do this, I will run into many, into many Mesa biomes, and one creeper dies, the next one spawns. That's awesome. That's perfect. That's just marvelous. Alley-oop. Okay, over there's yet another town, which is cool. This is really a nice place, but there are Endermen, so let's just throw them the bed. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this very episode of the coffee break. I hope you will be joining me in the next episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope I will survive this retreat scenario and don't fall into a gorge or so. This would be bad. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you!